Napakaganda mga kababayan ng mensahe ng ating Pangulo sa United Nations sa pagbibigay ng importance, respeto sa mga kababaihan at ang kanilang napakahalagang papel sa pagsishape ng mga bansa sa buong mundo in our society. Yung ating Pangulo may credibility, may reputasyon, may moral ascendancy to speak sa pagbibigay ng mataas na respeto sa mga babae kasi never pa nating narinig ang ating Pangulo na mag-disrespect sa mga babae. Mataas ang kanyang paningin sa mga babae, mga kababayan. Nakita ninyo, kahit wala siyang tigil na pinagbabastos, inaalipusta ni Sara Duterte, hindi siya magsalita ng anumang masama. Pinagbantaan siya, pero mga kababayan, ang pinakang mabigat niyang sinabi, ito'y anya aking papalagan. Ganun lang. So, ang ating Pangulo may karapatan and moral ascendancy to speak before this international forum na nagpo-post ng rights ng mga kababaihan, ng papel ng ating mga kababaihan. Hindi tulad ng alam na ninyo na mga leaders na kung saan kampo. Hello po mga kababayan, magandang umaga. Kape muna po tayo. Saka itong siupaw. Para niya Mr. Maravillas. Kada umaga siupaw yung kung hindi biskwit po, siupaw. Yun na lang po yung almusal natin, mga kababayan, para madali lang bibili ka lang. Pagkatapos, yun na. Kailangan mabilis ang galaw ngayon kasi krisis. O ngayon, ibigay ko sa inyo muna mga kababayan yung naging mensahe ng ating Pangulong Bongbong sa harap ng United Nations. Ayan ang ating puging-puging presidente, nakipagkamay sa Secretary General ng United Nations na si Antonio Gutierrez. Yan yung ating Pangulo. Bagay na bagay siya dyan. Yan si Lisa Marcos and other officials. Bagay na bagay siya bilang isang leader ng mundo. Tingnan nyo naman ang ating Pangulo with First Lady Lisa Marcos na napakaganda. Mainggit naman na yan, Mr. Maravillas, yung mga DDS. Mamatay sila sa inggit. Yung ating Pangulo bagay bilang isang leader ng mundo kasi may civility. Matalino, may civility. Hindi mo maringga ng mga masasamang salita. Diba? Hindi mainitin ang ulo. Tama po. Di niya Mr. Maravillas yung sinabi ng ating Pangulo. Sabi dito sa report ng Presidential Communications Office, recognizing the central role of women in national and global progress, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. expressed the Philippines' readiness to work with all nations to empower, protect, and advance the interests of women as he addressed the 70th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. Women's Month kasi ngayon mga kababayan. At the United Nations headquarters sa New York, the President stressed that true progress cannot be measured by economic growth or prosperity alone, but by whether women are educated. Dapat edukado, hindi malikot edukado tulad ng alam na ninyo na gustong magpresidente. Abogado pero malidukado. Di ba? Safe, able to work, able to lead, and able to decide the course of their own lives. He called for women to be present whether decisions are made in government, business, science, diplomacy, and in peace building, emphasizing that no solution to the world's great challenges can be complete if half of humanity is excluded from shaping them. So, importante yung yung papel ng mga kababayan, pero pipili tayo ng babae na hindi mahilig po mag-tantrum. Importante na tama sa pag-iisip, walang saltik. Walang saltik, walang sayad. Kasi kung may saltik, may sayad po, dadalhin tayo niyan sa kapahamakan. Tulad ng gustong magpalipad ng eroplano kahit nagsasalimbayan yung missiles. O di ba, mga kababayan? Dapat matino kung mag-isip. Madaling sabi, mga kababayan. Hindi yung assuming. Mahirap yung assuming po. Ito yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, mga kababayan, sa kanyang mensahe.
Junior, President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Siya yung unang magsasalita pala. Andali lang. Yan ang ating Pangulo.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, distinguished delegates. It is certainly an honor to address the 70th session of the United Nations Commission on the Status of Women on behalf of the people of the Philippines. We gather here to discuss what is, in truth, one of the most fundamental measures of a nation's progress, the status of its on behalf of the people of the Philippines. We gather here to discuss what is, in truth, one of the most fundamental measures of a nation's progress, the status of its women.
Inisipon yun ating Pangulo.
We often speak of development in terms of economic growth, infrastructure, technology, or trade. But there is a simpler and more human measure. How are the women doing? If women are educated, safe, able to work, able to lead, able to decide the course of their own lives, then a society is moving forward. If they are not, then no level of prosperity can truly be called progress. In the Philippines, we are proud to say that we have long believed that empowering women is not merely a matter of fairness, it is a cornerstone of nation building. Filipino women have always stood at the center of our national life, as leaders in government and business, as innovators, educators, health workers, entrepreneurs, and as a steady strength within families and communities. Their contributions continue to shape our democracy, our economy, and our national character. Our country has worked consistently to translate this belief into policy, strengthening protections for women, expanding opportunities for education and employment, and promoting women's leadership across all sectors of society. But even as we take pride in this progress, we recognize that the journey towards full equality, both in our country and around the world, is far from complete. Across many societies, women still face barriers that limit their opportunities. Too many continue to experience discrimination and violence. Too many girls are still denied the education that will allow them to shape their own futures. And that is why the work of this commission remains as vital today as it was 70 years ago. Education must remain at the center of all our efforts. When a girl is educated, the benefits extend far beyond the individual. Across many societies, women still face barriers that limit their opportunities. Too many continue to experience discrimination and violence. Too many girls are still denied the education that will allow them to shape their own futures. And that is why the work of this commission remains as vital today as it was 70 years ago. Education must remain at the center of all our efforts. When a girl is educated, the benefits extend far beyond the individual. They strengthen families, uplift communities, and expand the possibilities of entire nations. Economic empowerment is equally essential. Women must have access to employment, to finance, to entrepreneurship, and to leadership. Societies that fully include women in economic life are not only more just, they are stronger, they are more resilient. And we must remain united in confronting violence against women in all its forms. Violence erodes dignity, weakens communities, and undermines the very foundations of our justice. But beyond laws and institutions, we must also address the attitudes and assumptions that continue to limit women's roles in many parts of the world. True equality requires not only policy change, but cultural change. Excellencies, the world today faces many challenges: conflict, climate change, economic uncertainty, and rapid technological transformation. But there is one principle that remains beyond question. We cannot hope to solve the great challenges of our time if half of our humanity is excluded from shaping those solutions. Women must be present wherever decisions are made, in government, in business, in science, in diplomacy, and in peace building. The Philippines stands ready to work with all nations to advance this cause, because when women rise, societies rise with them. When women lead, nations move forward. And when every girl, no matter where she is born, can stand with confidence and say that her future is truly her own, and then we will know that we have built not only a more equal world, but a better one for all of humanity. Thank you and mabuhay.
O diba? Alagpakan sila. Napakaganda, mga kababayan, ng mensahe ng ating Pangulo sa United Nations sa pagbibigay ng importance, respeto sa mga kababaihan at ang kanilang napakahalagang papel sa pagsishape ng mga bansa sa buong mundo in our society. Yung ating Pangulo may credibility, may reputasyon, may moral ascendancy to speak sa pagbibigay ng mataas na respeto sa mga babae, kasi never pa nating narinig ang ating Pangulo na mag-disrespect sa mga babae. Mataas ang kanyang paningin sa mga babae, mga kababayan. Nakita ninyo, kahit wala siyang tigil na pinagbabastos, inaalipusta ni Sara Duterte, hindi siya magsalita ng anumang masama. Pinagbantaan siya, pero mga kababayan, ang pinakang mabigat niyang sinabi, ito'y anya aking papalagan. Ganun lang. So, ang ating Pangulo may karapatan and moral ascendancy to speak before this international forum na nagpo-post ng rights ng mga kababaihan, ng papel ng ating mga kababaihan. Hindi tulad ng alam na ninyo na mga leaders na kung saan kampo napakabastos, mga kababayan. Yung latest, yung si Suntay, di ba? Wala pa akong narinig na pagkondina mula kay Sara at sa kampo niya. Di ba? Mga kababayan, kaya napakaganda yung mga reactions ng mga kababayan natin. Sabi ni Maggie Taberner, great speech po, PBBM. God bless po to you always at mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Sabi ni Mark Sabaliero, initial reaction, that's a very well delivered speech. Good job, Mr. President. Ngayon, sa mga walang masabing maganda, tanong ko lang, kaya nyo ba mag-deliver ng speech na ganyan? Or mas direktang tanong, kaya ba ni Sara na mag-deliver ng speech na ganyan sa UN? Yung totoo, huwag nyong lukuhin sarili ninyo. Unang-una, ang pinakamalagang question, credible ba na mag-deliver ng ganyang mensahe si Sara or anyone sa kampo ng mga Duterte na napakabastos, mga kababayan? Pagdating sa mga kababayan, napakabastos. Sabi ni Hasilia Enas, women I thought of one you described here the most, a woman that is standing still despite of the bullies, referring to Sara. Baliktad. Walang nambubuli kay Sara. Siya yung malinaw na bully. Pati presidente binubuli kasama yung kanyang tatay. Di ba? Sabi ni Norbert Soriano Galiza, that's my president. One who confidently speaks speaks in front of dignitaries all over the world. Sabi ni Chini Brad Rodriguez, great speaker, PBBM, mabuhay po. The roles and status of women in nation building. Sabi ni CJC, pag si Saya dyan, Shimenet, plan A, plan B, plan C, itok. Naisip ko lang, paano siya haharap dyan? Media nga dito. I don't want to answer that question na siya. Ganon. Sabi ni Master Nerit, isipin mo na lang kung si Lustay nandyan, sasabihin na naman noon, in our lives, we must have plan A, plan B, and plan C. Hindi lang na lang sinabi, plan A to C. Sabi ni Edgardo Di Castro, tanong lang sa mga DDS, kaya-kaya ba ni Sara mag-speech sa ibang bansa? Sabi ni Drapo sa Jupit, ang galing mo, idol. Talagang, idol talaga kita, Mr. President. Sabi ni Marbs Apilado, paano na kaya kung si Sara nandyan? Langya, matulog na lang ako. Sabi ni Donnie Enrile, proud OFW, taas noo kahit kanino. Dahil kayo po ang aming Pangulo, brilliant, strong, excellent leader. God bless you po always. Our beloved President Bongbong Marcos. Yan po. Anyway, yun man lang po ang ating short video ngayon, mga kababayan. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless.